Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. Enjoy.
Hallelujah. The dark reign the root of shame, Yahweh. How do we love Yahweh? With all our mind, with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our body. Do you mean that? That is truly the way I love Yahweh. I love Yahweh with all. How do you love your brothers and sisters? With all our mind, with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our body. Do you mean that? Yes, sir. Sometimes a brother and sister can be kind of difficult to love. Not a true brother and sister. Sometimes, well, we perceive to be a brother and sister. Difficult to love. Especially with all of us. But it's easy to love your sister and brother with all your heart. When you can look past their faults and feel right to see you. Of course, most difficult of all, try to look past somebody's fault who's not trying to correct themselves. It's not a sin to have come to me with a fault, but it is a sin to keep it. You've had your whole life under another teacher. Your enemies have taught you to hate yourself. You come into the nation of Yahweh as a self-hater. We're the only people on earth, the only people on the entire planet that hate self. And will go to any extreme to be with someone else other than ourselves. But when we learn to love ourselves first, then all the other nations of the earth will love us for loving each other. Glory to Yahweh. And I've worked the only miracle on earth that's bringing love among a people where love has been destroyed. And Yahweh is rewarding our love for Him, toward Him, and Yahweh is rewarding our love for and toward each other. And everybody on earth is having to take notice of our love and our unity together. For Yahweh is blessing us beyond our wildest dreams. We've learned not to focus on a Hebrew Israelite, but focus on the true light. I am that true light that all the prophets bear witness of. And not every single individual who puts on white has my spirit in him. They don't have my light in them. So if you focus on them, you'll be focusing on darkness. Isaiah 26:3 says that you who keep your mind stayed on me will have perfect peace. The only way you can know that it's true is try it. If you do not have peace of mind, then you are not focusing on me. Oh, I think I better repeat that. If your mind is disturbed about anything, then your mind is not focused on me. The moment you can gain control of your mind and focus it on me, called refocus, peace will come to your mind. Now, focusing on me is not focusing on my hair or my shoes or my body, but focus on the words that come forth from my mouth. A carnal-minded person, when I say focus on me, their carnal mind will say, that man? For the carnal mind cannot perceive the spiritual. And will not comprehend that I'm speaking on a spiritual plane, spiritual level. That is why I teach you in Matthew 11:29, learn of me, my attributes, and you will have perfect peace of mind. So anybody have a problem? You're out of focus. Your mind is out of focus. And you cannot see clearly. Glory to Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Focus on the true light, and your pathway will be clear. You'll be able to see where you're going, see where you've been, see where you are when you walk in my life. You want to see somebody confused, observe someone trying to follow someone other than me. You will witness confusion. Watch somebody doing other than what I teach, and you will see a burdened down person. If they're not burdened down, going against what I teach, then your mind has become callous. Your heart has become hard. And you're on your way to a reprobate mind. The next thing you'll find yourself outside, though you be in here, you'll come into this building and know you're outside of it. And it's a sad thing to know that Yahweh has come to save you and you in where he is and feel outside of it. It's a terrible feeling for Yahweh to give you a gift and you don't feel like it's yours. Oh, but those of us who know what is yours. It's one thing to clap because somebody else is clapping. It's one thing to dance because somebody else is dancing. Oh, but when the Spirit is on you and you can see it. I know what I'm talking about. I shed tears of joy. You're not looking at a sad man. You're looking at a happy man. I present to you the truth. And the truth that I present to you will set you free indeed. Free from what? Free from whatever bounds you. Whatever bounds you, whatever got you bound. When I free you, you are free indeed. Who am I? I come in the name of my Father, Yahweh. Therefore, I am named after my Father, Yahweh. My Father's name is Yahweh, so my name is Yahweh. I am not him, yet we are one. My name is Yahweh Ben Yahweh. That means my Father's name is Yahweh. What does that mean? Yahweh, the Son of Yahweh. That's what my name means. That's what my name says in Hebrew. Yahweh Ben Yahweh in Hebrew is Yahweh, the Son of Yahweh. So see, there's no difference in the name. There's no spelling difference. There's no difference. That means we're the same. He is my Father, I'm his Son, and we're one. How are we one? The Word. I do not have a will independent of his. My Father's will is my will. My will is my Father's will. So what does that make us? I am not smart enough to come up with a will outside of his or greater than his. Anyone who thinks that they're smart enough to have a will outside of his have not studied him. He has made an allowance for his will and those outside his will, and has written about both and the reward of both. And when you discover those outside of his will are going to be destroyed by his will want to change from being outside his will and get in his will to inherit eternal life that he has promised those who are in his will. I am an heir of all that is of Yahweh. And when you accept me, you become a joint heir with me. What a blessing. So I challenge you to do your research and study and find out all that I have said to you thus far. Study it. I am here tonight declaring to you that I am the mighty God. That's who I am. I am the mighty God. You are looking at the mighty God. Now, it matters not to me whether you believe that or do not believe that. It doesn't make any difference to me which one you do, because I offer the same challenge to both of you. If you say you believe I'm the mighty God, I still challenge you with the same challenge that the man who says, I do not believe you're the mighty God, I challenge him with the same challenge. You get the same challenge. Which means that if both of you accept the challenge, you end up with the same result. Though you approach me from two different beliefs, I dare you to approach me. I challenge you to approach me, either from disbelief or belief. Either one. I'm satisfied with what you'll discover. Now, you cannot logically say that I am not the mighty God when you have no idea what the means. When I ask you the question right now, stand up and give me the mastery of the understanding of the word the. Now, if your mind is drawing a blank, you can understand right away that you have nothing to judge me with when I say I am the. See, I'm not just mighty God, I'm also the. I said I am the. Your mind may be hung up on God, but see, I said I am the. says, I am. That great I am. So before you can approach me to determine whether I am or not, you have to first master I. And I is deeper than EYE. If you haven't studied I, then you certainly cannot understand am. If you don't know that I also stands for the Roman numeral 1, see, you have some study to do. To even approach me, you have to study and learn about I. Because I am. Your ability to see me and hear me establishes the fact that I am. And what do you know about I? Anybody get the picture yet? You can't deny that I am. But can you logically explain I am? And until you begin that approach, you cannot deny me. You can only be emotional. An emotional, illogical kid. Which makes you more stupid than a child, because a baby does not question its parents about what it learned. The baby accepts whatever the parent teaches, right or wrong. The baby does. So Yahweh said in his holy word that you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven except you be as a little child. Matthew what? Matthew 18:3. Now I'm only testifying, I'm just going through the testimony right now. This is not even the class, but this is the approach to the class. This proves it's going to be a mighty feat. Matthew 18:3. Read, please.
And said, Verily, I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
I have to ask the question. This presupposes that you would like to enter the kingdom of heaven. So I have to ask the question, how many of you want to enter the kingdom of heaven? Praise God. Now here's the price you've got to pay. You have to give up being smart. You have to give up pretending you know something when you really don't know nothing. And go ahead and admit the only way for me to learn, take in new knowledge, is to become as a little child. Verse 4, read what you have to do to do that. Read.
Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
You have to humble yourself. What does that mean? You have to stop thinking you know. I know, you can't tell me nothing. Right. I listen to people when they say that. As soon as a man says to me in my presence, you can't tell me nothing, I say, you know, it was nice meeting you. Excuse me, I have a lot of work to do. Shalom Alaikum. Y'all take care of him. I'm gone. See, why should I talk any further? He just told me up front, I can't tell him nothing. Now what would it make me to try to continue to tell him something when he told me that I couldn't? You know what I found out in my life? When a person says that, and you continue trying to feed them knowledge, I don't care if you're there a day, a week, or a year, at the end of that period, they're the same fool they were when you met them. Same fool. You come with your mind shut up, then you won't take nothing out of you. So whatever you came in here in your head, that's what you'll leave out with. So if there was nothing in there, you're going to leave out of here with what? Nothing. Just like that fish. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. Praise Yahweh. And of course, I'm not interested in those kind of people, those who don't want to learn. So I offer you a challenge. You have to study out. You got to humble yourself. If you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, here's the formula. Here's the formula. You must humble yourself as a little child. Here, children, when you teach them, do they say, that's not right? Do children in any school say, that's not right? When you were in school as a child and they told you that was a tree, what'd you go home and tell your mama? Your mama said that was a fork. What'd you tell your friends? That's the nature of a little child. So when you want to enter into the kingdom of heaven, you have to understand a basic principle. Who is the king of heaven? The kingdom is a king there. There's a king of heaven. There's a king that owns heaven. And when you want to enter into the kingdom, then you have to go by the king's rules. You have to humble yourself to the king's program. Oh, don't tell me you don't humble yourself to things. How many drive a car? Then you humble yourself. I bet you're not driving without a license in your pocket. We'll find you humble in jail. Why don't you get a driver's license? Because you think it's a good idea? You know why you get it. You know you're going to jail without it when you get stopped or caught, So what are you doing when you get it? You humbling yourself to those who have the power to put you in jail for driving without their permission in their kingdom. And when you buy the car, you can pay cash for it. Or you can buy it on time, or you say, I'm going to buy this car, I own it. You can pay cash for it. It's yours, right? Well, if it's yours, you shouldn't have to get a license tag and put on the back of it. What if you drive it without a tag on the back? You going to get stopped? What are they going to do to you and your car? They're going to put you and your car in jail. That your car, even your car goes to jail. They call it a pound, you impound, you call it what you want to. And as long as it's sitting there, when you get ready to go pick it up, you have to pay for them taking it in, and you have to pay for it sitting there in jail. And you have to identify with papers that it's yours. But if it's yours and you got all this power and you don't have to humble to nobody, then why did you and your car go to jail? So you humble yourself, before the king of the land in order to drive what you thought was yours that's really not yours. See, it's not your kingdom. It's theirs. So you humble yourself in order to drive. What? You buy a house and you pay cash for it. It's yours, right? White folks can't take it from you, can they? Wonder what happened over town. My people own that property. Did they take it? Did they take it? The ones that took it must have owned it. The people that paid for it bought an illusion. It was not real. So in order to keep your house, I don't care if you paid for it, they have a thing called taxes. Now what if you say, I'm not paying you suckers nothing, I bought this house and land, it's mine, and I'm going to defend it with a shotgun, a cannon. What will they do to you? They'll bring in the army if they have to, the Marines and the Navy, and the Air Force. They will get their man. If they have to bomb out the whole block, they'll get their man. They'll teach the rest of you, humble yourself. What am I teaching? Vanity of the truth. Reality? Am I teaching you what's real, or is this made up when I'm talking about it? Now, what keeps us on the bottom is we don't ever know what's real. Fantasy and an illusion is you think you own something and can't see that you don't. I'm here to give you the ownership of the whole planet Earth. And I'm letting you know, I know what ownership is. Ownership is when you have the power to make the laws and enforce them. Now, all you need to find is the King of Heaven and join him. And what you're going to end up with? Power in heaven. Can anybody see that? If you can't see it, I'm going to keep praying for you, teaching hard. But here's the formula. You must be converted. Although I'm not going to try to convert you, you still must be converted. What does convert mean? It means change. Change from what? Your way of thinking to a new way of thinking. What has your way of thinking prospered you? Do you believe that you need to change your way of thinking? Anybody here think that you need some new thoughts? Praise God. See, if you don't admit that, you have a serious problem. That means you're going to keep doing what you've been doing. And what have you been doing that makes us free? Have your thoughts made us free? Have your thoughts opened up businesses for our people? Have your thoughts opened up grocery stores and buying hotels, tractor trailers and bus lines? Have your thoughts done that? Have your thoughts brought unity and economic power to our people? Have your thoughts brought us respect? Have your thoughts cleaned us up? Then would you admit that your thoughts are of no benefit to us? How many admit that your thoughts outside of Yahweh's thoughts have not benefited us? Well, then don't you admit that? How many like what you see us doing? Then what do you need to do with your thoughts? Change them. That's what convert means. Convert me. I changed my old silly thoughts for the King's thoughts. What king? King of heaven. What is heaven? My God, I got to draw that out. Heaven is righteous rulership, freedom, equality, justice, peace, no war, no destruction, no degeneracy, no debasement, no murder, no burglars, no thieves, no robbers, no adultery, all that's heaven. Peace of mind. A high all the time, just the ultimate high. You don't have to buy no high. You don't have to buy a 10 or 15 minute high. You can just be high 24 hours like me. And you can have this high I have. All you have to do to get it is get my high is convert. See, I have the ultimate high. I can give you the ultimate high. Now, how many want to be high? See, if you don't want to be high, you got a serious problem. That means you want to be low. I am. Anybody want to be low? I don't want to be around them. I want to be around people that want to be high. Praise God. What's so fantastic? Every one of you can get this high. But you have to pay a price. See, the first price you have to pay is be converted. And convert means you have the power to change your way of thinking.
Greetings, Royal Family. Let's talk about the most prestigious private university in the universe, the University of Yahweh. It is here where students, parents, adults, and teachers study the divine mind of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, thus elevating them to contemplate and understand the loftier concepts and principles, enabling their minds to focus and think on an extraterrestrial level. This intellectual ability and unique set of skills supersede all base, mundane, and terrestrial thinking, thus allowing one's minds to open up and flourish with an overwhelming abundance of creative ideas and loftier concepts, making life and living more enjoyable. The University of Yahweh is woven deep within the fabric of the moral principles of truth, honesty, integrity, true holiness, righteousness, ethics, and justice for all. The University of Yahweh is designed for the Godhead, and this includes students, parents, adults, and the Godhead. In the University of Yahweh, the online platform, you gain a structured format to the approach of the divine mind of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh Yahweh. We welcome you to visit our website at www.universityofyahweh.org. This platform is specifically designed for the Godhead and the Godhead family. The 144,000 chosen to rule in righteousness. We look forward to working with you as we prepare for rulership in righteousness. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Beit Nun Sophie Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Shalom, Royal Family.